I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my workbench and welcome to another Monday Mixed Hunt where I will be hunting dimes and quarters. I have my list of dimes over here of what I'll be looking for, and quarters are over here. Silver guide is down here for the silver coins. Let's go ahead and start right away with the dimes and see if we can find anything interesting. So we'll start with this clear roll right here. We can already see through the edge that there's at least 3 American dimes with the edge check. So let's go ahead and get into this roll. They taped the end here. Maybe the end is cracked open. Sometimes people put tape on the ends when the end... Oh, there's an American ender as well. I can't seem to open... Oh, there you go. I see how they did this. There we go. There we go. So let's get rid of our American coins from here, from the edge check. 3, oh, 5, another ender. And 5 American dimes on this first roll. And looking at the other edges, I don't really see anything jumping out at me. So let me flip this one right out. And we'll go into the hunt here. All right. Let's get going with our Canadian finds. The first one over here is a commemorative. This one is celebrating Queen Elizabeth's Golden Jubilee, 50 years on the throne, 1952 to 2002. We have a P composition mark saying that this is a steel core plated with nickel. And there is no date on the reverse of this coin. Next one here is 1968. This is the last year where silver was produced, and most of the coins, I would say, I don't know if what the ratio is between silver to non-silver coins, but this is also the first year where the nickel coins were produced. So this is a nickel one. I always check my 68s for if they're magnetic. This one is not in bad shape. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a lot of wear. You know what? I'll set this one aside just in case it upgrades in my book. And the last 2 are to feature the transition year. In 2003, Canada transitioned from the old... I should show you this one first. 2003, from the old crowned portrait to the new uncrowned portrait. So both of these are 2003s. And we have the old one here with the crowned and the new obverse here, uncrowned. We have 5 Americans in this first roll, starting with a 1967. 1967 did not have any mint marks. And then we have a 1989 with a Denver mint mark. We have a 2010 with a Denver mint mark. A 1989 with a Philadelphia mint mark. And finally, a 2005 with a Philadelphia mint mark. Very, very cool. Moving on to the second clear roll, we can see here 1, 2, 3, 4 more Americans in this roll. Let's get rid of the tape here. So let's pop out these Americans. I'm making a mess of things. And here's the 4th one. Anything else by the edge? Not that I can see. Let's flip these over. See what other commemoratives I can find, unless I have a find to show you. We have one more commemorative in this, and this is the Year of the Volunteer. Here we go. I believe this is 2010 off the top. No, 2001. My memory didn't serve there. It's a 2001. I really like the design of this obverse with the denomination like that and a date on this side. Very cool. And we have our 4 Americans. So starting with a 1990 Philly. We have a 99 Denver. Oh, this isn't an American. I thought it was because of the rust, but this is a regular 2007 Canadian. And our 3rd American here is a 2006 from Philadelphia. So 8 US dimes in 2 rolls. I have a 3rd and final transparent roll. This one does not seem to have any American enders on it. And nothing that I can see on the edge. All right, one more commemorative over here. This is the 150th anniversary of Canada. 1867 to 2017, we have a dove in the shape of a leaf. And this has Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse with that different font and the logo over here at the bottom for the 150th anniversary celebrations. Very cool. No Americans in this roll. Moving on to roll number 4. All right, we have 2 more Americans. 2006 Denver and another 2006 Denver. And I think we are now up to 10 quarters. What am I saying? 10 dimes. 10 dimes. Roll number 5. Nothing special with the ender. All right, we have one more commemorative. This is the centenary of the Blue Nose, which is the name of the ship on the coin. It's a schooner, 1921 to 2021. This is the standard strike. There are 3 other strikes as well. There is the single date, which is the rare one to find, which would look like this without the double date. And there are the 2 commemoratives, Blue Nose Under Sail, which has the colorized and a non-colorized version as well to look for. We also have a second 1968. It does not look silvery, and it is not silvery either. And we have our 11th and 12th American dime. This is a 2005 Denver, and we have a 1989 Denver. Very cool. Roll 6, nothing special with the ender. Nothing in this roll. Moving on to roll number 7. Nothing special about the ender. Let's go. dimes are getting hard for me to hunt. Probably they are the least satisfying denomination for me to hunt, simply because I have a hard time looking at the dates, and especially with the camera here, because I'm trying not to put my head in the camera, like to be close to the coin and stick my head in like that. Nobody wants to be looking at the back of my head. But also because there's not a lot of varieties. There's not a lot of there are some NIFCs to look for as well, but I've never found them, or I found them very, very rarely. And so the only reason I hunt them is because there is a chance of finding silver. Though if you've been following my channel for any length of time, it seems harder and harder to find silver. And here's a 1969, which is not silvery. 1969, I always check 69 simply because there were some very rare few coins that were struck in silver in 69. I think there were like 4 or 5. I don't even know if they were struck in dimes, but you know, it doesn't hurt me to go ahead and check the magnetism of a 1969. I don't see them too often. But yeah, so roll 8. I don't know. It's getting, and here in the Ottawa area where I live, especially in the area where I live, there seem to be other coin roll hunters as well, because I do come across their marked rolls, which is always disappointing. I think I've settled on a branch that very rarely gives me rolls that have been marked, though the branch that I go to did give me some marked 10-cent rolls at one point, which is kind of it just indicates that somebody's using it as their dump bank. I always make sure never to ask for change from my dump bank. The reason I have I use the current branch that I use as my dump bank is because the first time when I was looking for a bank to coin roll hunt and I went to that branch, they said that they didn't carry nothing in this roll, that they didn't carry any. When I was looking for a box at the time, I was hunting boxes, full boxes. They didn't have any boxes on hand, so I said, you know what, they don't have boxes on hand, so they'll be my dump box, my dump bank. This is roll number 9. And so, yeah, so I continue to do these, but as like some other channels that do full boxes, what you see me hunt here is what I hunt in my week. I do 20 rolls a week, and that is all. So that's why I don't have as many finds as the higher volume coin roll hunters. Coin roll hunting is kind of like a side passion for me. During the pandemic, I discovered the how should I say, the hobby. And I said, yeah, I can do that. And at the same time that I started my coin roll hunting, I also decided to start this YouTube channel. And so this YouTube channel that was really started on just for fun during the pandemic to keep me busy, grew into what it is today. I'm very happy with the content that I'm making. I use my channel. Oh, I meant to show you this one that we have an American. This one here is a 2008 filly. And yeah, I use this channel more as a way of tracking my collection. I usually show what's incoming. I do trades, and so some stuff that's incoming, and you don't see me getting rid of stuff, but there is stuff that I'm going to be getting rid of with the price of silver that it is now. I am thinking of selling some of my silver and maybe exchanging it for some gold. I know gold is up there as well, but there's a lot less. Gold, of course, is a lot less bulky than silver. For the same value, I get a lot fewer gold coins, and this is more like of a rainy day type of thing. that I always have some emergency funds. If I ever need something, I have that aside, and that's what my thought process is. I am not going to be getting rid of everything naturally. But I want to refine my collection down to what I truly enjoy collecting, because I did collect at one point basically anything that was silver that the Royal Canadian Mint produced, and a lot of those coins that I've collected over the years don't really hold any interest to me anymore, other than the fact that I own them. And here is the 100th anniversary of the blue nose that I talked about earlier. This is the non-colorized version. There's a colorized version with the blue water underneath. And yeah, so this is roll number 10. No fines in roll number 10. 13 total dimes in the 10 rolls, averaging 1 American dime, a little bit more than 1 American dime per roll. We're going to go over to the quarters next, but I'll be right back because I want to make sure that I dump all of my dimes in here. So I want to make room for my quarters. So I'm going to roll the map back up again, and I'll be right back. All right, and I am back, and we're going to start with roll 1 of the Canadian quarters. Nothing on this ender, though we do have an Olympic coin on the ender over here. Let's do the edge check. All right. As I was saying earlier, I would like to pare down my collection to just the essentials of what I like to collect. And I like to collect circulation coinage. So when I have time, and I really don't have time to put the focus on selling things at this time, when I do have the time, I do intend on selling probably over half my collection, especially my international silver that I have, these silver sets that I have. I have one for the a set for the Queen's Jubilee, I believe, and a few things like that that I'd like to sell off. So let's go ahead with roll number 1, and the finds in here. We got our Millennium 1999 December coin here. Very cool. We have a Golden Jubilee, 1952 to 2002, with the P composition mark, saying that this is a steel core plated nickel coin. And we have 2 Olympic coins for the Vancouver 2010 Olympic Games. We have men's ice hockey, and we have cross-country skiing. Very cool. This one is 2009, and the men's ice hockey was 2007. Yeah, so I would like to eventually get rid of most of my silver that is international, with a few exceptions probably, and focus really on circulation coins and commemorative issues, like circulation commemorative issues. That's probably what I'm going to focus on. And ideally, I would like to trade for gold at equal value to equal value, you know, based on the coin's values. But at the moment, right now, I really don't have time to put the effort into it. But the time will come when I will have time to do that. But right now, I'm focusing on my training, which is going very, very well, to see if I can make the Canadian national team for the World Karate Union World Tournament that is going to be in August. Here's roll number 2. We have a first colorized in the roll, and this is a 2011 colorized bison. Very, very cool. And our second one here is a commemorative. This is same series as that 1999 December coin. This is the 1999 June coin with a steam train. I love trains on coins. Awesome. As we stand now, the Canadian qualifier for nationals in Calgary is going to be in 2 weeks after Easter. And should I qualify for the Canadian team for the men's division in my age bracket, then I will be going to Worlds, which because of the war with Iran, it has been moved. It was originally slated to be in the United Arab Emirates in August, and provisionally they are going to, the latest rumors say that the competition will be in Berlin in the same time frame. So wish me luck when I go there. And this is my first Worlds tournament. I've never gone to a World tournament before, and thought that if I can qualify for the Canadian team in my age category, that I would give it a go. Here we go. We have another Olympic coin. This is a 2009. We can see by the Special Olympics. This is the Paralympic Games logo. So this is a sledge hockey. We have another commemorative here, again, from the Vancouver 2010, and this is the 4-man bobsled. And finally, we have a War of 1812 non-colorized version with the Tecumseh here. Very, very cool. Moving on to roll number 4. I believe it's 4. Yeah, 4. See if we find anything in here. And as I'm speaking on my karate journey, I mentioned in a previous video that I was in karate I was a second-degree black belt. I've been at it now for 15 years, I think. 15 years? I started, yeah, 15 years to get my second degree. I am working to my third degree. I probably will take another 2 years before I'm eligible even to request to be tested for my third degree. Part of it is on the road that I have, which is to go to Worlds. That's part of it. I have to compete at an international level as a black belt. And also, my dojo, for your third degree, my dojo requires a broadening of your martial arts skill. I'll get back to it after I show you what I found in roll number 4. So we have, again, Vancouver 2010 coins. These coins are very common, as you can see. They're all over the place. This is Speed Skating 2009. And we have the Canada's 125th. And this is Hope for Green Future. There's a colorized version of this coin as well. 2017. We have a 2009 coin. This is a 2009. It's called Golden Moments, celebrating Canadian gold medals. This is Cindy Clausen in 2006, winning a Canadian gold medal, or a gold medal in speed skating for Canada at the Olympics. And the final one that I have here is celebrating Canada's 120, the Queen's Jubilee, I should say, with people holding up a maple leaf, and you have streamers and whatnot. Very cool. Roll 5. Nothing on the enders here. No Americans. These rolls have not been ARP'd because, or they haven't been subject to the alloy recovery program. I don't want to use acronyms when I don't have to. Because I have seen older nickel coins from the 80s in here. They would have been removed if these went through the alloy recovery program. But so that's why there is a chance to find silver or American coins in here as well, or other foreigns. Now back to my my karate journey. As I was saying, my dojo, my school, encourages a widening of your martial arts knowledge. And so as part of the work needed for our third degree, we have to sign up to a different martial art with approval, of course, by our our instructors, and work at another martial art for a year. Let's see what we have in this roll. We have the 100th anniversary of the province of Saskatchewan, 1905 to 2005. We have another War of 1812. This is Sir Isaac Brock, uncolorized version. The colorized version has the colorized maple leaf there. And we have another Olympic coin. This time it's women's curling, 2007. So I've already discussed, this is roll 6. Let's get to this roll before I continue my story here. We got an American. Whoa, I'm making a mess. We do have an American edge here, an American quarter. Let's flatten these out, and nothing else from the edge check. So as I was saying, I've already approached our senior instructors at our dojo and have put in the request that the martial art that I would like to pursue would be judo. And so they've already given me the green light. I probably have to do a couple of more meetings just to make sure that everything's on the up and up. And yeah, then I'll find a nearby school, another business nearby that teaches judo, and sign up as a white belt in judo and learn the sport for a year. And then after a year, I can come back, show people what I learned, and then I will be eligible to earn my third degree. Let's go ahead and continue. This is the 100th anniversary for Alberta, the province of Alberta, 1905 to 2005. In 1905, both Alberta and Saskatchewan were created as provinces as opposed to being parts of a bigger territory. Here's our American. It is a Denver mint marked Kentucky from 2001. Very cool. We have two of these here. I'm just looking to see which one is the better one. I'm trying to find a really good copy here for a trade. This is a 2004 Poppy, the first colorized coin ever struck in the world. Very cool. And let's compare with the other one that I found here. Yeah, I think the condition of the first one was much better. I'll set this one aside because, well, we'll put this one on the board because it is too colorized. But I'm looking to trade with somebody and they want a copy of it, and I want to make sure that I send them a nice condition coin. Here is the year 2000 Pride quarter. Very good. There is, let me put my glasses on. I believe there is one over here with a rotated die. So let's check this to see if this one has a rotated die here. No, it does not, unfortunately. And in the same series as this colorized bison, we have a non-colorized peregrine falcon here. Very cool. Moving on to roll number 7. Nothing special in the enders. I will eventually get to the point where I'm going to start finding 2026 coins. But that I'm not anticipating finding any before the summer. They usually go into circulation in mid to late summer. So anyways, yes, that was my martial arts journey. I started back when I was 40. And I do not regret it. And right now I am training 5 days a week. And let me tell you, I am constantly sore. I am sore all the time. It's not fun being old. All right. 3 more commemoratives to look at over here. The first one here is a provincial quarter for British Columbia. This is celebrating, this is in 1992, where they did a provincial series for Canada's 125th anniversary, 1 coin per province, and 1 for each of the territories. And here we have sledge hockey, I think, did we see a sledge hockey, or was it, yeah, we've seen the sledge hockey before. We haven't seen the curling yet. There's the curling one for the Paralympics. And here is the 400th anniversary of the discovery of Quebec City. This is the St. Croix, I believe it is, this ship here. 1604 to 2004, with the arrival of Jacques Cartier, or Champlain. I think it's Jacques Cartier, to the New World, sailing down the St. Lawrence River, and founding of the city of Quebec. Oh, you got an older ender on this one. And we have some more Americans on this one as well. So let's pull out the Americans. And have an edge check. This one has, it looks like a drier coin here. All right, let's have a look at what we got here. All right, first commemorative we have is another Olympic coin. This is the biathlon, 2007. Next we have a Millennium Series, Harmony. I believe, let me get my glasses on here. The Harmony has a rotated die as well. So let's have a quick look to see if this one has the rotated die. It does not. And we have two Mountie quarters, 100th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, I should say. And I can tell right away from the gap between the little dots there, the beads, and the edge, as well as the high level of detail in the hair, that this is the standard issue. Here's the second one. Much, much better condition. I'll in fact keep this one to compare against my book. Very nice condition here. And yes, this one again, you can see the detail in the hair and the gap between the beads and the edge of the coin. This one is a keeper to compare against my book. We do have two Americans in here. First one is a Philadelphia minted effigy mounds, 2017. And the second one is a Fort McHenry, 2013, from Maryland, with a Denver mint mark. Very cool. Roll 9. Quick ender check, nothing special on the ends. No Americans on here, no strange edges, though the reading on this one, yeah, sometimes the reading is slightly different, maybe because the coin is slightly newer, slightly sharper edges. Let's see what I can find in this roll. All right, three more commemoratives, and here is the other the Paralympic ones. This is wheelchair curling. This is the one that, get my glasses on here. This is the one that we're looking for that has a mule. And as you can see, the mule would be with the regular Olympics over here, the logo, but this one has the Paralympic logo, so this is not the one with the mule. I've never found one. Here is a Millennium Series Wisdom coin. And finally, we have Creativity. Now, Creativity also has a potential to be to have been struck with the wrong obverse and with a P composition mark on it, and it would be under the Queen. And this one does not have the P composition mark, which would have been the error coin. Very, very cool. At least we have three colorized coins in this search. Much more than I usually would get, I guess. This is the final roll, roll 10. The enders have nothing special. Any Americans on here? No Americans. Let's do an edge check here. Nothing stands out to me as looking particularly silvery. Let's see what is in this roll. All right. Two more to show you. The first one here is the, I think this is a 2015 series. Where's the year on this one? Down at the bottom over here, 2015 Northern Explorers series. There's two versions of this coin. One where the men on the front of the coin here are frosted, and the second one is just the circle on the outside here, just under the word Canada and 25 cents, that is frosted. That's this version here. And the second one is just the 1971. So as you can see, there are older coins in here. But to show you, compared to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, where they made they converted to a smaller bust, the older coins would have had the large bust that would have looked like this. So now if you look at the detail in the hair here, you can see the hair doesn't have a lot of detail. When you compare it with the hair on here, there's a lot more detail in the hair. So if the bust looks like this one with a lot less detail in the hair, and if you look at the relative sizes of the bust, you can see here the coin side by side that the one on the left is just slightly smaller than the one on the right. You can see here at the bottom of the bust especially how close it gets to those the beads, and there's a bigger gap over there with the beads. And if you look at the beads on the edge of the coin, they go right up to the edge of the coin, whereas this one has the gap. So if you find one with this obverse, over here with this obverse, but with this design on it, then you have found yourself a 1973 large bust, and that would be cause for celebration. Okay, let me put these guys away. And I am going to go ahead and compare the 1973 and the dime against my book really quickly, that 1968. All right, 1968. Let's look in here. It'll be the non-silver 1968, which would be right here and right here. Now, there is the Philadelphia reading. Let me make sure this is on camera here. So these two over here, because they're not the silver version, there is the Ottawa reading and the Philadelphia reading. So let me look off camera very quickly to see if this one would upgrade any of those. No, so both of these in my book are better than this one over here. So this one's going to go back into circulation. The next one I want to see is the 1973 that I have. Here it is. Let me look off camera and see if it is an improvement or not. It is not an improvement. So that one is going to go back into circulation as well. Sorry about all of the chatting and the update of where I'm at and why my videos are maybe not as long as they used to be. A little bit of my life story here and what's going on in my day-to-day. But hey, let's get right to the serious part here. The giveaway for this month. This is the final week of March, and the giveaway for March is this Black Ring Toonie, this solemn Toonie from 2022 commemorating the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. And all you have to do to be eligible to win this is just leave a comment down below, and I'll be happy to mail this to a lucky winner in early April. It'll be not on April Fools. April Fools will have a regular video, and it's not going to be a joke video. It's going to be a regular video. So this will be on April 7th, where I will record the draw for this coin. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I always appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click on my logo over here to subscribe. Here is a playlist of dime videos, and here is a playlist of quarter videos that you can enjoy. Until next time, thanks for watching.